Okay, the next tool that I'm going to look at on the My Sunderland page is the blogs tool. Now this is going to be a pretty simple tool to get your head around if you've ever written or participated in your own blog over the years. This, what you can see here is a blog that I set up earlier on. This is my specific blog. It's pretty banal. I didn't really have much in the way of imagination. What I normally tend to do whenever I kind of create a new blog post is just kind of test what the features are, to see how the formatting works, that kind of thing. So as you can see, I've just played around with some bold and underlined fonts and uploaded an image. But you know, if you wanted to write a blog post, click on that link there. So screencast, you know, this is where the text goes, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to post the video of the screencast up here at a later date, once I've kind of edited everything together, maybe. You know, you can highlight text, indent it. You know, if you wanted to add some quotations, or if you wanted to edit the HTML, you click that icon. You can see what the source is if you wanted to kind of get a bit swanky with the formatting. But for most everyday uses, the tools that you need are here really. One thing I did note that's quite annoying is that there isn't really any kind of font change. You can add images here if you want, but I'm not really interested in that just now. But if you want, say for instance, you want to change the font color or the typeface, you'd have to do that. You'd have to do that basically via the HTML command. So it would require you to know a little bit of HTML. This is basically available for anyone who's logged in, or my friends. And you know, you can allow other people to comment on your material. Now this is really useful, say for instance, if you have some kind of ideas for, I don't know, for research or reach out, or for projects that you want to disseminate, you wanted to throw those ideas out into a kind of forum and get people to engage with them. You know, they can leave their feedback by posting comments. You know, you can get a conversation going. So you know, there are advantages to this type of engagement, because it's about it's about disseminating your ideas and getting feedback on those ideas in a kind of rather informal manner. You can add tags so that these things are easily searchable, easily categorizable at a later stage, and you know, you simply just click publish to publish that blog post, and that should appear on the next page, as you can see, alongside the testing screencast demo. So I'm going to go back into this later on and actually embed some video footage talking about this walkthrough. But that's it for now. So one thing I forgot to mention with regards to the blog, any simple or easy way to kind of import material that you might have on your own personal blog or website outside of the My Sunderland space. There isn't really an easy way of kind of importing that information and automating that update to your My Sunderland blog, which is a bit of a shame, but this might be something that gets developed in the future. What is useful though is that anybody who uses RSS feeds to kind of aggregate all of their kind of favourite posts, or their favourite weblogs, or their favourite kind of websites. You know, if you suddenly found something fascinating or fantastic from one of the kind of community groups or one of the blogs on this My Sunderland, be given In an ideal world, you'd be given the link to the RSS feed. However, Google Chrome for Mac isn't particularly fantastic at resolving RSS feeds, but I can assure you that if you use a different browser, it's worked in Safari before. What normally happens when you click that link is you get given the RSS feed that you can just cut and paste into your RSS feed reader. I've been uploading some of the video footage to a video sharing site called Vimeo. It's very similar to YouTube in that you can upload your videos there and share them with the world. And when you're on those sites, they often give you some nice bit of HTML code which you can use to embed in say a blog, which is kind of why we're here today. So this is some of the video footage that I've already uploaded as a way of kind of creating an example. I'm just going to grab the HTML code, I'm going to copy that and go into that last blog post that we made about the screencasts. Tab earlier on, I'm going to click that and just going to paste that HTML into the source editor. Click update, and there you go. That video footage will be embedded in the page, and I could have done this slightly differently. I could have clicked the embed upload media tab. This opens a dialog box where you can embed any media files that you've already uploaded to My Sunderland Beta. I've already uploaded a couple of files, one image and one PDF, just as a way of kind of testing the waters, so to speak. You can also upload like the raw video file. However, I had a bit of difficulty with this last time I tried. The video file it wasn't massive. It was about 10 megabit. It was relatively large. But so when I last tried to upload the file, browsing to the file in my computer, it basically the connection got severed for some reason. I'm not sure whether or not that was just a bit of network problem, network difficulty at my end, or whether or not there is a limit in terms of the maximum file size you can upload to the blog. So that's just a word of warning, I suppose. If you've got big files that you want to kind of host, it might be better off. You might still be better off hosting them on a third-party web server. Kind of defeats the purpose well, it kind of defeats the purpose of kind of having My Sunderland, really, if you're still hosting your content elsewhere. But that's an issue for a discussion at a later date. So I've embedded that file, click publish, and once the page has saved and loaded, we should now see the blog post look slightly different. This is where the text goes. I'll post a video later, and you can play that video footage.
Okay, the next.
There you go, in the browser. And if you wanted to go directly to the video itself on Vimeo, you just click the links that are embedded there.